let's talk about that moment. You know the one. Your heart starts hammering against your ribs, your palms get all sweaty, and all those perfect answers you prepared, they just vanish. That's interview anxiety. And in the next few minutes, we are going to build a super clear, actionable plan to make sure it never, ever costs you a job again.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll figure out what this anxiety trap even is and what's causing it. Then, we're going to jump straight into the two-part solution, what I call the rehearsal method and a really crucial mindset shift. And finally, we'll wrap up with your winning strategy for the big day.
So first up, the anxiety trap. And look, it's so important to get this straight. This isn't just about feeling a few butterflies. This is about how that nervous energy can totally sabotage your performance when the stakes are at their absolute highest. I mean, come on, who hasn't been there? You get asked a question you know the answer to, but your mind just goes completely blank. It is a universal and, let's be honest, a totally awful experience. But the good news? It's fixable.
And this is exactly why this matters so much. As a recruiter, trust me, I have seen this happen time and time again. Interview anxiety is hands down the #1 reason that smart, qualified people don't get the jobs they totally deserve. It makes you underperform right at the moment you need to shine. But we are going to fix that starting right now.
All right, so let's play doctor for a second and diagnose the problem. Why does this even happen? I promise you, it's not some big, complicated psychological mystery. In my experience, it almost always comes down to two surprisingly simple root causes.
And here they are. It's that simple. Number 1, being underprepared, and probably not in the way that you're thinking. And number 2, focusing all your energy inward, on yourself, instead of outward, on what the employer actually needs. Let's break down how we're going to tackle both of these head-on.
Which brings us to our first real solution, the rehearsal method. This is how we're going to build a rock-solid foundation of confidence. It's all about moving from just thinking about your answers to actually preparing them. And I want you to think about it this way. It's like being an actor. An actor would never just read through their lines in their head and think, yep, I'm ready for opening night. No way. They rehearse. They say the lines out loud over and over. Your interview is your performance, and you need to give it that same level of active rehearsal. So here's your new 3-step process. It's super simple. First, actually say your answers to common questions out loud. Don't just think them. Second, pull out your phone and record yourself. Listen back. Do you sound confident, energetic, or kind of monotone? Adjust it. And third, visualize. Literally close your eyes and see yourself in that interview room, nailing every single question. But, and this is a huge but, here's a critical warning. Do not memorize your answers word for word. That is a massive trap. Think about it. If you memorize a script and the interviewer interrupts you or asks a follow-up, your whole plan shatters. The goal isn't memorization, it's internalization. You just want to know your key points so well that you can talk about them naturally.
Okay, what we're about to cover next might just be the most important mindset shift you can possibly make. It's time to stop thinking about the interview as some big, scary test of your self-worth and start seeing it for what it really is.
Here is your new mission. You are a problem solver. That's it. That job description they posted, it's not just a list of duties. It's a list of problems they need help with. Your entire focus needs to be on explaining how your skills and your experience are the direct solution to their problems. This shift changes everything. It takes the focus from, gosh, I hope they like me, to, here's exactly how I'm going to help you.
Of course, all this amazing interview prep doesn't mean a thing if you can't even get in the door. And that's where this huge, kind of hidden roadblock comes in. Did you have any idea that a staggering 75% of resumes get automatically rejected by software, the applicant tracking systems, or ATS bots, before a human being ever even lays eyes on them?
Yeah, it's a huge problem, and honestly, it's why I'm so excited to tell you about this explainer sponsor, mobilecv.ai. They were literally built to solve this exact problem. Their AI can take pretty much any document you have, an old resume, your LinkedIn profile, you could probably just type out a paragraph, and in about 60 seconds, it transforms it into a perfectly formatted ATS-optimized CV that beats the bots. So it's specifically designed to get you past those frustrating brobot gatekeepers. Plus, it has a tool that generates a tailored cover letter for you. I mean, it's way faster and a whole lot cheaper than hiring a professional writer. And the best part? They give you 3 free credits just to try it out, so there's literally no risk to see how good it is for yourself. So once mobilecv.ai gets your resume past those bots and you've landed the interview, it is time to execute. So let's jump into our final section, your game day tips. Right, so when you're actually in the hot seat, don't just talk about what you did in the past. Talk about their future. Tell them what you plan to accomplish in the role. You want to show that you can hit the ground running. And for every single skill you say you have, you've got to back it up with a specific, real story. And please, please keep your answers concise. Don't ramble. Get to the point and prove your value.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final question to focus all of your preparation around. I want you to forget trying to be the perfect candidate. Instead, just figure this out. What is the one single story from your career that proves without a shadow of a doubt that you are the solution to their biggest problem? If you can answer that clearly, that job is yours.